Chapter 1: The Prelude to Famine. The late 18th century in France was marked by a series of economic struggles that would lay the foundation for the famine that contributed significantly to the outbreak of the French Revolution. One of the most crucial factors was the growing economic strain on both the peasantry and the urban poor. France's agrarian economy, which was heavily reliant on consistent harvests, faced major setbacks in the years leading up to the Revolution. Bad harvests in 1787 and 1788, exacerbated by poor weather conditions, decimated crops across the nation, causing widespread food shortages. The economic problems were further compounded by rising bread prices. Bread, being a staple food for the French population, became more expensive as the grain harvests failed. With less grain available for baking, the cost of bread surged, and the poor, particularly in urban areas, found it increasingly difficult to afford enough food to survive. For many, bread was their primary source of sustenance, and its scarcity sparked anger and frustration across the nation. This economic hardship revealed the inefficiency of the French monarchy in dealing with the crisis. King Louis XVI's government, already deeply in debt from wars and lavish spending, was unable to provide effective solutions. The inability of the monarchy to alleviate the suffering of the common people, particularly in the face of rising food prices, further eroded public trust in the regime. The discontent simmered beneath the surface, particularly in cities like Paris, where the urban poor were most vulnerable to food shortages. As the famine worsened, the French population's patience ran out. The widespread hunger and anger created a volatile environment, setting the stage for the revolutionary events that followed. The prelude to famine, marked by crop failures and economic strain, was more than just an agricultural crisis. It was a societal tipping point that exposed the vulnerabilities of the ancient regime and created the conditions for the eruption of social unrest. The seeds of revolution were being sown in the fields and marketplaces of France, where the quest for food became a central issue of national importance. Economic strain and agricultural decline. By the late 18th century, France was already grappling with significant economic challenges, which were exacerbated by a series of agricultural failures. The French economy, which was largely agrarian, depended heavily on the successful cultivation of crops, but a combination of natural and systemic factors led to a sharp decline in agricultural productivity. The years 1787 and 1788 were particularly devastating, as harsh winters, followed by a scorching summer, led to crop failures across the country. Grain, a vital component of the French diet, was in short.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?